Hey there, Otaku. Ken-chan here with another exciting episode of Go Mega Otaku Gamer Alpha. And today, we're going back in time. Get your bell bottoms out. We're heading back to the 1970s. And today we're going to look at the second console that Nintendo ever made. No, not the Super NES. I said we're going back to the 1970s. That's right. There was something before that. Something before the NES. And we are going to look at the Color TV 15. And this is it right here. Okay, so, Color TV game. The series debuted in 1977 with the Color TV game 6, otherwise known as the 6 Karaterebi Gemu Roku. They followed up in 1978 with the Color TV game 15, which is the one we're going to look at today. And that was known also in Japan as the 15 Karaterebi Gemu Jugo. Okay. Later on in 1978, they released the Color TV Racing 112, which was one of those racing games with a bird's eye view and a steering wheel and a little stick shift and all that stuff. I don't have one of those yet. But we're going to look at this system here. And then, of course, a little later in 1979, they did the Color TV game Block Breaker, which was a Super Breakout type clone. And the Color TV game 15 is a Pong clone. It has 15 different versions of Pong. Not so much in the way of 15 different versions, but 15 different versions and settings for Pong type games. So there's not that much on it really. It's a very simple system. Let's take a look at the console itself a little bit more in depth before we look at the games that are mounted on it. Okay, we're going to get up close and personal here. The system has these switches here, and I can't read a thing that any of this says. But it also has a switch here that determines what version of Pong that you're currently playing. I'm assuming that these are probably paddle sizes and difficulty levels and a go and a stop button and who knows what this does. But you have your controllers, which are on this model detachable. And they're the little slide, wheel type or little knob wheel type controllers to control paddles. And there's two of them. It's a two-player system. It's meant for two players. But I don't have a second player here to play this with me at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and when we look at the games, we're going to just kind of like browse through those. Now let's flip this over and take a look at the other side. Okay, here we are on the back of the unit. Everything's in Japanese. You can see this took a little bit of burn damage, or perhaps batteries leaked or something here. But if we turn this around actually like this, this right here is the original Nintendo logo. The way it looks in Japanese. Before they adopted the Nintendo logo that we know today, that's in English, you know, with the ellipse type thing around it. And this is a battery shell here, and this needs batteries. They do have here, there is a AC adapter, but there's no information about what the polarity is or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead. I was thinking of going to Radio Shack to get something to put in there to plug it in. But I opted out of that for right now because I want to make sure I get the right thing, because I don't want anything to happen to this. These are rare. Okay. And we're going to have to go ahead and put batteries in this now to... yeah, so that we can play it. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll take a look at the Pong games that are on this. Okay, Otaku, here it is in all of its glory. This is one of the Pong games on here. Let's give this a stab. Oh, it hits the crap in the middle. Oh, dog. You get the idea of that. So now let's try some of the other settings and look at here. Oh, look at this. There's another Pong game. Looks like a minefield or something. And this is old, so it does have a little bit of noise. The contacts and the batteries need to be cleaned. I haven't done that yet. But here's another version. And then these switches to the left here give you shorter paddles, as you can see here. Oh, that one speeds it up. This makes it shorter. So this one adds two paddles here. Wow, that's fast. This is like a volleyball thing, I guess. And there's back to where we were. So right about now you're saying, Ken-chan, you know, what's with the Pong game? What the hell are you going to do with that? Well, it is rare. And it is very collectible. And let's take a look at eBay to get an idea of just how rare this system is. Now, rare doesn't always mean expensive. Okay, so count with me here. We have a color TV game here that's working with a box, and that's going for $135, and I paid $130 for mine. I did not get the box or manual. Here's one, Color TV 6, AC adapter, antenna, and switch box. Does not say anything about a box. Buy it now, $200. It's got 2 days left, 23 hours and 9 minutes. Says 0 bids, but there's this $180 thing there. Not sure what that's about. Here's a color TV. This is a different model of color TV. This is a model CTG BK6. Brand new from Japan. That's retailing. That's going for $1,000. You can buy it now for $2,000. Okay, so that's 1, 2. This one's not the same thing. That's not it. That's not it. No, no. Here's a Color TV 6. This is not the same thing. So we have 2 Color TV 15 so far. This is going, oh, look at that. $484 with 2 days, 23 hours, and 9 minutes on it. Okay, actually, I think that 0 bids is like my bids or something. I don't do eBay, so I'm not that sure what that means. This would be the 3rd one that we've seen now, and it's a Color TV game, the same thing that I have right here. Buy it now for $139. It's got 10 days, 10 hours, and 52 minutes. Now, if this continues to bid, people continue to bid on that, that's going to go probably higher than $139. That's the 3rd one that we've seen. And as we scroll through here, suddenly we run out of them. So we've seen 3. And we're going down to down, 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 down. And we get to the bottom of the page, and there's, oh look, there's only 2 pages of this. That's not it. That's not it. Things that are similar to it, they put on here. Here's Academy Color TV video game. This is not the same thing at all. Okay, looks kind of like it. Here's a Master Vision Core Color TV game. Not the same thing. So we've still only seen 3 actual systems. So what's that make? And we come to the bottom of the page here. That's 2 pages, and that is now it. That is it. What did we see? 3? Did I say? 3 of those on eBay. So those are quite rare. They're not easy to come across. And again, they're old. So, you know, being that they're old, yeah, you're going to have a little bit of, you know, maybe some hiss and some buzz. Maybe you have to clean them up a little bit. This one has, what's common in Japan during this time were space heaters. And this has, like, if you look real close, let's see if we can get in on this and get a look. If you look real close, you can see little burns on here. Okay, and that's in the plastic. That's not something that somebody did with a knife. That's thick. That's a burn. If you go on the back here, here's another one. A burn right there. And this happens to a lot of these. A lot of these end up with these burns on them. When I was at the Too Many Games conference in Philadelphia this past summer, there was a guy selling 2 of these. He had 2 of these. I believe he wanted 150 apiece. One was pristine, one had burns on it, yet he wanted the same price for either one of them. He didn't ask more for the one without the burns, or, you know, give you a break for the one with the burns. They were both the same price because they are so rare. That one guy had almost as many Color TV Game 15s as eBay has right now. So they are rare, okay? And it doesn't always mean expensive. You know, $130 for something like this is kind of a, you know, a pretty penny, considering that all it does is play Pong, you know, 15 different variations of Pong. And as I said before, rare doesn't always mean expensive. This isn't, you know, a $1,000 device or anything like that. But they are rare, and they are hard to come across, and they are a piece of video gaming history. This is Nintendo's second home console that they ever made. This one is still here, it's still with us, it's still working. It runs on batteries. And it's quite awesome. It's a quite awesome find. If you ever manage to come across one of these, grab it. If you're a collector, grab it. It's a good thing to have in your collection. It really is. So, thanks again, Otaku, for joining me for today's episode. Make sure you share this video and subscribe. And if you ever get a chance and you ever come across one, don't hesitate. Pick up the Nintendo Color TV 15. And if you can find one, a Color TV 6, any of those early Nintendo systems like that are great. They're rare, and they are a piece of history.